What is a kickoff in football? This is Sports Simplified, and I'm going to be going over just that. Now, a kickoff is when one team formally gives the ball to the other team. Now, in a kickoff, the kicking team kicks the ball from their own 35-yard line to the opposing side of the field where the opponents can receive the ball and try to return it. Now, the receiving team's goal is to advance the ball as far as they can. That way, when they turn the ball to their offense, they have a better field position so that way they can try to score. Now, if a kicker kicks the ball into the opposing end zone and the returner doesn't return the ball, it just lets it bounce. Or if the kicker kicks it past the end zone, then that is called a touchback. A touchback will give the offense the ball at the 25-yard line of the return team. Now, the signal for that is this. Now, if a kicker kicks the ball out of bounds, meaning to the left or the right of the field of play, instead of back past the end zone, then it is a flag against the kicking team, and the offense of the other team will get the ball as a 30-yard penalty from the spot where the ball went out of bounds. So let's say the kicker kicked the ball to the opponent's 10-yard line out of bounds. That means that the offense of the other team will start their possession at their own 40-yard line. Now, there are many different strategies of kicking the ball in a kickoff. Now, the most predominant one is to kick it as far as they can so that way the offense will only get the ball at the 25-yard line. But some teams either would like to do a sky kick, meaning the kicker kicks it high and the return team will return it because the ball doesn't go as far. But that way, with the hang time, that gives the kicking team enough time to try to go tackle the return player, so that way they could possibly get a tackle before the 25-yard line. Or another example is an onside kick. An onside kick is when the kicking team tries to kick the ball high and make it to go past 10 yards so that way they could possibly get the ball, or they kick it so that way they hit the other team's player so that way they can get the ball back. Now, the rule for a kickoff is that if the kicker kicks the ball past 10 yards, then the kickoff team can get the ball like they would be returning it. And if they get the ball and receive possession, then they get to go on offense again. Now, another strategy for kicking the ball is called a squib kick or a pooch kick. Now, that is where it's a low-lying ball that doesn't go as far as either maybe a sky kick or a full kick out of bounds, because they want one of the front men, a fullback or a bigger person, to try to get the ball, so that way they can't really advance it too far, but they also get the clock to wind down. However, for the kicking team's sake, that doesn't always end up good. As in this example here, Andrew Beck scores a touchdown off of this play, who is a fullback. After a pooch kick, he gets around, as you can see here, he gets around the players and scores a touchdown on a play. Now, that happens very rarely. Another example is in this video here, where Dan Connolly, an offensive lineman, advanced the ball almost to the end zone. But again, the reason they do these squib kicks is because these two instances happen so very rarely. Now, of course, a returner can and is hoping to score a touchdown or advance the ball very far on a kickoff return. In this play here, Cordero Patterson, a very good kick returner, does score a touchdown on a kick return. Now, the reason this one is special in particular is because Cordero Patterson set the all-time NFL record for kickoff return touchdowns. But a lot of good kick returners, they call them specialists. Like another example is Devin Hester, who played his long career mostly for the Chicago Bears. He was a return specialist. He also was a wide receiver, but his specialty was returning kicks and advancing them for touchdowns. Now, the kickoff is an example of a special teams play. Now, special teams always include kicking or punting, like a field goal or a punt, or even a kickoff after a safety is scored. Like and follow for more.